Hey everybody, Sloppy Joe here. Doing a real quick video, kind of a follow-up to my Steyr AUG. After long wait, I finally received the package in the mail today from, where is it from? Regensburg, Germany. So there is a company called Corvus Defensio, and I discovered them just trying to find Steyr AUG parts online. And I came across them right after I bought my Steyr after the first of the year. And I had been trying to find some upgrade parts. And I discovered them. And at the time, they were not shipping to the United States and they didn't have anything on the website for sale. They just had a YouTube video that you can find if you just search Corvus Defensio Steyr AUG, I believe. You can find them pretty easily. They do a quick little 3 or 4 minute promo video of some of their products. And at that time, I desperately wanted to get a hold of some of the products, and they were not shipping to the US, and a couple of the products weren't being sold yet online. So I've just been waiting. I've shot the Steyr a little bit. Nothing all that interesting that was worth making a video about, because I had these parts in the pipeline. And once I'd gotten them, I want to do an install video and then get out and shoot them and do a review on the pieces and see how they improve the weapon as a platform overall. So that's what we got today. So what we have in here, I have not opened this yet. So this is actually not a fake unwrap video where I've already opened it and looked. I actually haven't even opened this yet. So I'm going to break the seal on this and let's see what we got. Hopefully both the pieces I ordered are in here, and they are. It looks like it, at least. Let's see. What is this? This is just a packing list, all in German, but I assume it is what I wanted. This looks like it is. Bear with me. Get this crap out of the way. Ah, yes. So this is a enhanced magazine release. Let me get this out of the package. And these are aluminum versus plastic. So this, where's the camera? There it is. This is an enhanced trigger release, which is aluminum. It looks very nice. It's very lightweight. There's their logo on the backside. So this will actually. This weapon is empty, so I don't want to hear anybody freak out or any comments about that shit. So I've noticed with the release being right here that you got to really, when you depress it, your thumb does have to actually get inside the stock a little bit. And number one, if you don't keep your fingernails very, very short, number one, it bends your fingernail backwards, or number two, it presses your fingernail straight back. It gets uncomfortable. If you're wearing gloves, it can be a little bit of a bitch to manipulate. So this is actually going to set the trigger, or not the trigger, the magazine release a little bit lower from the stock. And as you can see, it's got these wings on it, so you can release the magazine with a lot more surface area. So you can press a little bit to the left, a little to the right in the center, and with it being sticking a little bit further out of the stock, you could drop the magazine a whole lot easier. So that is something I'm really looking forward to. Number two, this is their, again, aluminum, and this is their brass deflector. So the way this works is, I'll have to read the instructions, but the way this works is you've got your ejection port right here. This will sit inside, and basically your shell casings will hit the deflector here and cause them to bounce well far away, allowing a shooter to shoot on their weak side. In this case, my weak side would be my left side. So in theory, I could shoot from my left side and not worry about brass hitting me in the face. It will deflect it out and away from my body and my face. So that is also something I was really excited about, because also your brass will start to chew up your stock about 1.5 to 2 inches behind the ejection port. So this starts to get pretty chewed up. I've just been sticking like a piece of duct tape or something, just putting it right there just to stop it from getting continually chewed up more and more. So I was real excited about this, and this is, again, it's aluminum. So when I install that, I'll do an install video, put it in, and then I can do a shooting video, and we could see how this all works together. The only other upgrade I've done to this rifle is the muzzle device. As you can see here, it's no longer the factory Steyr flash hider. It is now closer to a birdcage muzzle brake. It is a muzzle brake and not a flash hider. There are no ports on the bottom. All the ports are directed out and up. And I got that from Pete at PJ's AUG Parts, or I can't remember his website name, but if you just Google PJ, Steyr AUG, etc., you'll find it real easy. I contacted him to see if he had any type of muzzle devices for these, and he said he did. They were not listed on his website as of yet, so I think they're somewhat of a new part. But anyway, I got this from Pete at PJ's. I believe it was $35-40, something like that. Real fast shipping, and he got it to me. I got it on the rifle, and so far it's worked great. So I'll do a follow-up video here shortly, combining the new muzzle device, the enhanced magazine release, and the brass deflector. And I'll also, finally, I also got some of the Magpul Steyr mags. And these, real quick, let me show you. So they just come packaged like any other PMag, and the only thing that differentiates this is on the front, over here in the corner. It says AUS, AUS, Australia. I'm going to assume it means AUG. So yeah, it says right here Steyr AUG, etc. But just from a quick glance, they just look like any other M4 AR-15 PMag. So the only difference, of course, being is that these, the locking mechanism or the locking lug is on the back of the mag, and they're not on the sides. But here's a factory Steyr mag, and here's the Magpul version. I have not had a chance to run these yet. I just got them last week, I think, in the mail. So this is my one and only Steyr mag that I've been running, and it's been flawless, no big deal. But as far as replacements go, I wanted to try out the Magpuls just because they're about $20 a piece. These can be found online for, I think, $1 or $2 more, so they're comparable in price. There's really not a price advantage to going to a Magpul, but I was just curious and I want to try them out. But as far as feeding them into the rifle itself, they feel pretty good. You know, they're very positive locking, easy to pull out, no hang-ups, anything like that. Basically, as you would expect from Magpul. They seem good. They seem well built. They feel solid. So I'm just gonna run the shit out of them, and we'll just go from there. But I'll plan on doing that once I get out and do some shooting, which will hopefully be soon. And I do apologize because here in Seattle, the Northwest, here we are at what's the April 17th, and we're still shit for weather as far as spring, summertime goes. Usually this time of year we start getting more sun breaks and nicer days. This year's been just kind of a wet slosh fest. So every time I think there's going to be a day or two where it's going to be sunny enough for me to gather up my gun bag and go out and go shooting, the weather turns to shit, and that just becomes not fun. So anyway, in the meantime, until I can get out and do some shooting, hopefully here in the next few days, maybe next week, just depends on the weather, I'm going to do a video of installing these two little guys from Corvus Defensio, which sounds more Italian than it does German. So we'll do a little video about that upcoming here probably in the next day or two. And then we'll go out and we'll run the gun with all the added components, the muzzle brake, the enhanced aluminum pieces, the different magazines. and we'll do some shooting, have some fun with it, and yeah, should be fun. So check back in for that. Other than that, I've got a few other things I'm working on. Again, I'm just waiting for the weather to break. I've got things I want to go do as far as putting some videos together. I want to do some follow-up reviews on a few things, and I'm all ready to do them. Just waiting for some decent weather on a day that I can actually get out there and do some shooting. It seems like every time we've had a somewhat sunny day, I'm tied up with work and I can't get away. So that's it for now. We'll be checking back in a couple days. We'll do a nice little install video on these, and we'll go from there. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you guys later.